Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it,
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Touch 190. Mike 51. Touch 50, touch 50. I'm going to run you over. Sponge. No. Shit. Spot that.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
The young, incredible one. Just had to let you know. young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Hot 380. Mark 54. Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Check three. Check three. Far left. Far left. Start.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
There, but how about what we did see? Pursuit. And the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
36 power.
Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go, 47.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5.
Off. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
26.
Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now it's Carson. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Now's a good chunk of yardage picked up there, and the big fella, sometimes he doesn't need a whole lot of space created. He can make his own way.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Wide, get wide. Here we go, 46.
This is Grant. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Gun. Get up. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Eluding. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Hey, watch edge.
Under.
Wide motion.
3rd and long for Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
This is Cohen. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Let's take it at around the 40. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Called out a return of 38. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
It's our field. It's our field.
We're going to 53.
On 1st down, Grant. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
We're going to 53.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. It's our time. It's our time.
26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He's got Hooper on the short connection. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Here's Grant, and he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Corey Grant with touchdown number 20 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now Wilson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Tackles.
1st down, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Watch out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott escaping the pressure right.
You ain't doing nothing.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check three. Jim. Go. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. No gain on this.
Now Wilson to throw on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and 9, Prescott flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got him in, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Kill.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Prescott now from the 50. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 20. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They will run with Grant. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Corey Grant, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Go. Get out there.
Throwing on second down. Prescott being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
On third down, it's Grant. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I'm coming after you.
second down. It's Cohen. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards.
And the Seahawks first down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Check out read. No. 12.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Corey Grant. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the counter here. Cohen. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does It's just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Check, lady.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
12.
Check 4. Check 4.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. That is caught by Cohen. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. Slam.
On 1st down, it's Grant. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
47.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. You ain't going nowhere.
From the 36, Prescott, flush to his right. Going for a right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go back to Grant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
I'm going from back to you. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Gun.
50's the Mike.
6-man. Check curls.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Mike 55. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
36 power.
Check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Switch, go 14.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the play is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Mecole Hardman His third touchdown now on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, it's Grant, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Hey, check 24. Check 20. Hey, kill. 26.
And that'll be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Hey, watch it.
Go on to 53. Here we go, go on to 54. Go on to 54. Why ain't? Under.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.